Hey, welcome back to Yoga with Tim. Today we have a new niyama to focus on, and it's going to be santosha, or contentment. So when we practice, it's great to have goals. It's great to have places that we want to move towards in our practice, like, yeah, one day I want to be able to do this pose. But then also to be able to be content with how we are in our bodies right now. It's super important. And so that's how we can relate santosha to our practice. Outside of your practice, a lot of other ways, but one way to think about it in your yoga practice. Today, let's start off in Supta Baddha Konasana. We'll get the core work out of the way at the beginning. So lie down with the soles of your feet together and your knees wide apart. So just take a few moments here to open up, to transition with your eyes closed. Feel the stretch for your hips here. Then take your arms into cactus position, which is like, this is my favorite way to start a practice. Some of you guys have commented like, every video that you're in, this is how we start. This is my favorite. So as you start here, this is a great way just to open up. My shoulders and my chest get really tight. So this is a great way just to introduce the body to staying open there. Then bring your knees together and take the feet the width of the mat. Have the arms back to cactus position again. And as you inhale, let your knees fall over to the left. And look to your right as you do. And as you exhale, come back to center. So starting to warm up your neck muscles too. As you inhale, take the knees over to the right and look to your left. Exhale back to center. And just do that a couple more times. Inhale over to the left. Exhale to center. Inhale over to the right. Exhale back to center. Then hug your right knee into your chest and stretch your left leg out along the floor. So reach down through your left thigh bone, roll the inner thigh down and press through your heel. Then change sides. Hug your left knee in, stretch your right leg out and roll your right inner thigh down as you reach through the heel. Then set both feet down onto the floor. And we're going to work on our transverse abdominis again. So when we looked at Cheyana's body, her rib cage was tipped up all the time. So her ribs wanted to always do this. Yet Jacob has a really strong transverse abdominis, so his ribs stay like this pretty much no matter what. I could not really get him to do anything that would shake him from losing connection to his core. So for myself and Cheyana, we really have to focus on this rib action. For Jacob, it's going to be easy for him. So bring your legs up into tabletop position. And then take your arms up to the ceiling. So as you exhale, I want you to take the front bottom ribs and draw them in and down towards your hips. And without letting your ribs twist at all, as you inhale, let your right arm reach back behind you and slowly send your left leg forward. But keep this tight like a brick right here. As you exhale, come back up. Inhale, change sides. Exhale, come back up. Inhale, change sides, and lengthen through your tailbone. Exhale, back up. Inhale, change sides, and keep all that length through your tail. Exhale, back up. One more time. Inhale, change sides. Exhale, back up. Inhale, change sides. Exhale, back up. Now hold your knees up in this tabletop position and crunch up to your knees, arms forward. Good, hold there. And then slowly send your right leg forward at a 45-degree angle and slowly lower it a bit more. Back up. Change sides, don't let your middle move at all. Hold it steady here. Back up. Change sides and slowly lower. Back up. Change sides and slowly lower. Back up. Good, then set the feet down, lower your head down. Okay, we're gonna do one more little abdominal exercise here. It's like a modified tuck up. So bring your knees up into tabletop position. As you exhale, crunch up like you're going to touch your outer feet. And then as you inhale, stay in your tuck position, but stretch your arms back and reach your legs out. Exhale, tuck back up. Reach for your outer heels. Inhale, open up, reach. Exhale, tuck in. Inhale, open up, reach. Exhale, tuck in. Inhale, open up, reach. Exhale, tuck in. 40 more. Inhale, reach, open up. Exhale, tuck up, just kidding. And lower yourself down. All right, just roll over to your side now and take downward facing dog. Then walk your feet forward to the front of your mat and fold forward. Let your head drop. Bring your hands onto your hips and come up to stand. Good. Stand tall up over your feet and balance in between your heels and your toe mounds and between your inner and your outer feet. Bring your palms together with your eyes closed. Take a slow, steady breath in through your nose. And let it out. Drop your arms to your side. Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Step back and lower to Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Three breaths in down dog. Bend knees and look forward. Jump or step up to the front. Inhale, Ardha. Exhale, fold. Press to stand. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, Samastiti. Surya B. Inhale into chair. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Step back and lower to Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Step your right foot, warrior one. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Step your left foot, warrior one. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Good. Rotate from your triceps down towards the floor and reach down through your middle three knuckles. As you breathe your spine long, lift your tailbone up. Lift the hips off the wrists. Bend your knees and look forward. Jump or step to the top. Inhale, Ardha. Exhale, fold. Inhale to chair pose. Bend your knees and sit back. Come all the way up to stand. Inhale into chair. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Step back and lower to Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Step your right foot for warrior two. Inhale, come up. Good, hold. And stand tall up over your, grow tall through your spine up over your pelvis as you turn your right thigh all the way out. Extended side angle. Bring your forearm to your thigh and reach your left arm all the way over your ear. Reconnect into your back heel bone and turn that right thigh out. Then lift from your belly, inhale, come back up, warrior two. Reverse warrior, flip your palm and inhale. Good, hold here. As you're reaching back into your reverse warrior, keep your back ribs lifted off your left side kidney. Make sure you don't sink too much into there. Then come back to warrior two. And vinyasa, circle your hands to the mat, step back. Vinyasa. Oh, I just remember when Stacy was here, we were going to do this pose. I said we were going to do some funky variations. That was the variation. So just so you know, that was the variation you're supposed to learn. Step your left foot, warrior two. Inhale, come up. Modified side angle, put your elbow down and reach your right arm all the way over. Come back up to warrior two. Pause, reverse warrior two. Flip your palm and inhale. So as you reach, it's not about how far back you can lean. It's more about if you can reach without sinking into your right side lower back. Good, then come back to warrior two. That looked great. Vinyasa, hands to the mat, step back. Then step your right foot for crescent. Inhale, raise your arms up. Drop your arms down at your side and lean your chest out over your knee. Turn your inner arms to your outer arms, chest open. Then step up into warrior three. Bend your right knee and get as long as you can through your spine and through your back leg. Reach your chest forward. So we're going to hold this bent knee, warrior three. 3 more breaths. Then as smooth as you can, step back into crescent and raise your arms up. Bring your hands to your heart and lean your chest out over your knee. Twist, take your left elbow to your knee. Bring your hands back down to the mat. Step back to down dog or out of vinyasa if you like. Step your left foot for crescent. Inhale, reach up. Drop your arms down at your side and lean your chest out over your knee. Turn your inner arms to your outer arms, chest open. Then step into warrior three. Keeping that left knee bent, get as long as you can through the reach of your right heel. Breathe your spine longer. Then as smooth as you can, big step back into crescent. Raise your arms up. Good, hands to your heart. Lean your chest out and twist. Take your right elbow to your knee. Once you get the elbow to hook, press down and lift your chest. Lift the back thigh bone. And keep looking for that mountain pose line from your back ankle to your crown. Bring your hands down, step back to down dog, or take a vinyasa. Good, then set your knees down and set your elbows down. Disclaimer for the shoulders. If you're feeling any shoulder pain from too much, too soon, feel free to skip this next part or just do it with your knees down. Okay, so with your forearms down, roll the inner shoulder to the outer shoulder, like you're trying to spin your armpits forward. So we want to continually train the arms to get stronger in that position. Now, one leg at a time, step back into plank on your forearms. As you go to step back, the shoulders are going to want to roll in. Don't let them. Keep rotating inner shoulders, inner armpits to outer shoulders. Then make sure, again with Jacob, I never have to check him on this, but most ribs will want to dip right here. They'll start to sink to the floor from the bottom of the rib cage. That's where we all tend to be really weak in our core. So make sure that your floating ribs, they're drawing in and down towards your pubis and lift from your belly up towards your heart. Now see if you can hold that and raise your right leg 1 inch. Keep your abs of steel. Then change legs. Lift your left leg up. Just want to, oh, what happened to those abs? Draw them back in. I know you're probably letting them sink a little bit. Don't let them sink. Pull up. Set that foot down. Pause. Then lower your hips down. Come to Sphinx pose. Open up your chest. Good. Back to it. Curl your toes under. Lift knees, lift hips up. Back into plank on those forearms. Hold there. Inner armpits forward. Squeeze your belly up. Oh, you're letting those ribs sink. Tip those ribs back in, but collarbones broad. Make sure your shoulders don't roll in when you do that. Then raise your left leg up 1 inch. Abs in. Abs in. Don't let them pop out. Change legs. Raise your right leg up 1 inch. Good. Set that foot down. Then drop your knees down for a moment. And let's set up for down dog on the forearms. Pincha Mayurasana preparation. Here we go. Walk the knees in a little closer. Then set those forearms. If you have to use the strap or the block like we learned with Stacy, that's fine. Curl your toes, lift your knees, lift your hips up. Down dog on your forearms. Keep rolling the inner arm to the outer arm. Hips up high, arms strong. Now raise the right leg up without losing your base. If you lose the foundation, just keep the leg down. You're not ready yet. Change legs. Raise the left leg up from the inner thigh. Strong in those arms. Good. Lower that leg down. Walk back into plank on your forearms. Thank God that is over. Set your pelvis down. Sphinx pose. Great job. All right, then bend your right knee, bring your heel towards your butt. And if possible, reach back with your right hand for your foot or your ankle. If it's too much on your knee or your lower back, just keep your elbow down. Change sides, set your right elbow down. Bend your left knee, reach back. And release. Good job. Then lower your chest down. Upward facing dog. Plant your hands by your ribs and roll through. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Stretch back. Then set your knees down and stand up on your shins. Put your hands on your hips. Okay, so we're going to practice camel prep now. Start to roll your shoulder heads back and lift up your chest. And then like I had a bar here in your upper back, you're trying to go up and over it. Good. Then just keep the hands on the hips. Unless it feels like you can put your hands back onto your heels or blocks onto the, oh, your heels are like the same height as the blocks. That's good. You have very tall heels.
Long toes.
It's the long toes. Okay, then once you get, if you get the hands down, push with your hands and roll your shoulders. But otherwise, just keep your hands on your hips if it feels like too much back bend. Inhale, come back up. Point your toes back and sit back on your heels. Okay, now to be honest with you, I hate that pose. That is the worst pose for me because I think it feels like it's always just going into my lower back. So I like to keep my hands on my hips the whole time. But if you like to put your hands back, that's cool too. Okay, then in Bharadvajrasana, take your feet over to the left and twist to your right. Good, come back to center and change sides. Sweep your feet over to the right, twist to your left. And come back to center. Then cross your legs and fold forward. You could rest your head on a block, whatever height you like, or if you're flexible enough to put the head on the floor, that's cool too. So just hang out here for about a minute on this side. Just get into the opening of your hips. And come back up, change the cross of your legs, and go forward. Then come back up and let's just try the shin for double pigeon position. So see if you can cross your left ankle onto the top of your right knee. Then put your fingertips next to your hips and sit up as tall as you can. So if this thigh just drops down really easily, then you might start to practice this variation if the last sequence wasn't intense enough of a stretch for your hips. But with these restorative stretches at the end, we just want to be moving towards like a 5 or 6 on a scale of 1 to 10 for sensation. You don't have to be trying to jam. Okay. Then stretch your legs out in front of you and fold forward. And then lie down onto your back for horse pose, Shavasana. Let the feet fall open. Let your palms turn up at your side. And just let go now. Let the body drop. No more effort. Then gently bend your knees and roll over to your right side. Press yourself up to seated. Join your palms together. Sit with your chest open. Thank you. Namaste. All right, thanks for watching today. Make sure to hit the like button on the video. Leave a comment below. Let me know how the challenge is going for you if you're still with it. Not too many people still going with the challenge, so if you're still with it, it's pretty rad. And also subscribe to the channel if you're doing the challenge and you haven't subscribed. What the heck are you waiting for? All right. Thanks again for watching today.